Every single repetition I'm doing is a little bit more experience points. It's not so linear, but in the grand scheme of things, if you're consistent, it is very linear. With push-ups, I can use my experience that I've accumulated and I can make an estimate into the future. I've done over 40,000 push-ups now on, video. That means that at least 40,000 push-ups worth of experience I can kind of project into the future and see where that would take me. Does that make sense? I'm imagining that I basically put in a whole nother year into this project. That's all it is. And I think about how far I can be along using all that I've achieved. That's really cool. That's very cool. You can't really do that with passive activities, things like television or honestly reading news. I think that books are a little different. I think all information can be used to a certain extent. It's not all equal though. I think everyone should know that. Someone telling you to eat rocks is, not maybe, I don't know. I don't know if there's any rocks you could eat. I guess technically minerals are rocks. It's just like small rocks, and you want very specific ones, like iron, you know? Yeah, I don't know. I'll be completely honest. I don't know. I don't have that much experience to just know. I do know that I'm gaining more experience doing this. That's a reassuring feeling. When you hit a stride that you're comfortable with, that's a reassuring feeling. I didn't really get that until this year. I got into running this year, and that is something that I realized is you can push yourself and not just want to quit. You could actually completely remove that thought from your mind for a long time and achieve incredible things. Thousands of push-ups in a day. Everyone knows marathons exist already, right? To just shut your mind off from pain and say for the next 5 hours or 10 hours, I don't know how long it takes to run a marathon. I've never done it. For this amount of time, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to not stop. That takes experience. That takes a lot of experience. And development. Both very important. Experience and development. And if you don't ever have the experience, then you're not going to grow. There's a saying that we don't rise to our best, but we fall to our standards. Something like that. We fall to our standards. So whatever standard we've kept, that's just where we're going to go. And if you're not training, you're just going to look like someone who doesn't train. And if you are not active, you're going to look like someone who's not active. And if you're not healthy in some way, that's going to be reflective in different aspects of you. And, nobody is perfect. So we've all got flaws. We are not meant to judge each other. That's not what we're here for. I was reading some scripture. I've been going back to scripture lately. This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 7 through 12. Ask, seek, knock. Ask, and it will be given to you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, the one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks, and to the one who knocks, the door will be opened. Which of you, if your son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a snake? If you, then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. This sums up the law and the prophets. Isn't that incredible? This is the word of Christ right here. And he's basically saying this is cumulatively the law and the prophets. That's heavy. That's dense information to understand that. If you can get a grip of this, think about this. If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your God, your Father in heaven, give good gifts to those who ask him? So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. And that's the word of Christ. And so if I ask my Father in heaven for more push-ups, surely I am to receive them. And that brings a lightness to my heart. Like my burden has been lifted from me. My anticipation. I didn't know how many push-ups were coming. I don't know how many push-ups are coming. It's not up to me to know. I think that's beautiful. I love that. That's Matthew 7:7 through 12. And it's about how we treat other people. And it's about dealing with haters and friends and actually recognizing that I have no enemies, and that is pretty simple. Working in silence through it all. Asking for something to do. That's something that I've thought about lately. Asking the Father in heaven, your Lord, your God, whoever that be, whether you even imagine yourself up in that position, which, I don't know, that could be dangerous. I don't know if you do, and then asking yourself for work, I mean, the Christian ideology is that Christ is in all of us. So in that way, we are also with Christ as his church and always with Christ. And it's up to you whether you recognize that or not. And there is an option in this world to be wicked. And there's an option to not be. It's complicated stuff. It's just deep. It's dense information. It's heavy. I feel like I have to spend a lot of time to process these things. And at the root, it's so simple. It's so simple. I mean, this is the Bible, okay? So this is passed on for generations, and in large part through verbal word. I don't know how much written history there is. I'm sure there's a ton, but it's also spoken word that's passed down. And many stories are very similar. Many stories around the globe are very, very similar. They have similar themes and heroes. We are all one people. So, yeah, I did 300 push-ups on this second day here, and I wasn't having fun doing these. Sometimes the burden is light and sometimes it's heavy. The first day I did 250 and they felt just like pretty nice and easy and quick, and I was pacing myself. And then second day here, I just wasn't really pacing myself so much. I kind of just felt my way through it. I started a little later in the day than I wanted, so I had to break up my push-ups into 2 parts. I usually don't like to do that. I like to knock them out just in one go, maybe take half an hour to an hour, get it done. And sometimes I'm not able to achieve that, so that was unfortunate, but I got them done in the end. I'm still hitting that goal of 200 push-ups a day. I haven't even been keeping track. Don't know how long that's been going on. Yes, my cat is very social right now, and I'm looking to get to bed real soon. Yeah, I'm looking to just keep working on this, keep training, getting the push-ups super, super strong. I'm really close to 50,000 push-ups. How cool is that? Thank you for watching. I did 550 push-ups. Adding that to my 46,940 brings me to 47,490 push-ups completed so far. Click that like button below. Click that link to work one-on-one with me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.